All right, so rigid transformations. Those are things that are not going to change the enlarge or shrink a shape, right? They're just going to move it around the coordinate plane. So those are going to be things like translations, rotations, and reflections. Your similarity transformations are going to be those things that make something bigger or smaller. So those are your dilations. All right. So what are transformations? There's the four main types of transformations. And I am not a drawer. We know that. So we have a translation, which just simply means that the shape moves, right? Like it slides from one side to the other. The next one that we have is a rotation. So it rotates from one way to the other. It flips. The reflection is where it crosses or flips, right? A reflection flips. Imagine that you have a piece of paper and you put it, paint on one side and you fold the paper in half. What would be on the other side? It flips. So you've got the translation that slides, the rotation that turns or spins, and then you've got the reflection. So it may help if I label these. Reflection, translation, and the rotation. And then the last one is that one that it makes enlarged or shrunk, right? It's the dilation. So those are the four main types of transformations. So the shape of a transformation, or the figure of the transformation, the pre-image is the original and the result is the image. So we say that the pre-image maps to the image under the transformation. So let's pretend like I've got a little graph here. And there again, we'll see how amazingly wonderful I am at graphing. Not that great. So we got 0, 1, 2, 3. Look, my little graph lines are coming through my paper and it's helping me. 1, 2, you can probably hear my kids screaming in the background. Sorry about that. Okay. So this be -1, this be -2, this be -3, yada, 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 right? So here we go. So we've got the pre-image of A. It's going to be on 6-1 or 1-6. And then it's going to be on 4-8. And 6-4. So this would be A, B, C. I'm kind of do this like this. I probably shouldn't have used orange because that's indicative of. All right, so there we go. A, B, C. Y'all know I can't draw. All right. Then the image has corresponding vertices A, B, C. So transformations are done on shapes, but more usefully on the shape's vertices. So we read, we're gonna read this in just a second. It looks like an A with an apostrophe, right? So, so this is gonna be -2, 2. And you read that as A prime and B4, B prime, and then C prime. And so this is a transformation, a translation, because it's just moved or slid, right? But we call this A as A prime.